Welcome to Spiritual Dessert Trews episode 101. And today it's about the continuation of Palladian views on sexuality. Apparently we're missing some DNA strands. We've got like 2 out of 12. And they left us with sexuality. That was nice. So we can procreate. But we're missing the real connection to orgasmic cosmic bliss. An orgasm that reaches to the moon and the stars and the whole cosmos. Some of us are really missing it big time. Some of us aren't even having an orgasm. What the heck? Wake up, world. Here we go. Love. Love is the essence that is to be created in all relationships. If you love and honor someone, it doesn't matter what your composition of density is. We're trying to higher elevate through our connection, which is the reason why we're really here, is for connection, because otherwise it's just a game. We're all the divine with a costume. So what are we here besides to communicate love with each other? Some of us think it's war. It's not the reason we came back here. At least it's not the reason I came back here. What matters is the love vibration and how you explore this love, which ideally is gifted and coupled with the integration of the male and female counterparts that make the twin flame. Ideally, sexuality is explored through feelings. The 3rd and 4th chakras connect you to the emotional and compassionate selves, your heart center, which connect you to the spiritual self. The spiritual self is the part of you that is multidimensional, through which you exist in many forms simultaneously. The spiritual self is the part of yourself that is multidimensional, through which you exist in many forms simultaneously. It is your assignment and agreement and task to be aware of all these realities in the identity that you are. When you are aware, you can tune into the different frequencies, remember who you are, and change the vibratory rate of this universe. We love to talk about sexuality because it's so mysterious upon this planet. Certain mystery schools have held some of the knowledge about the potential uses of sexuality in secrecy. You are electromagnetic creatures, and when you come together physically with another human creature, you bond your electromagnetic frequencies together. When your frequencies are attuned and joined by a love frequency, incredible things can occur. Thousands of years ago, when societies had more of a matriarchal view, in certain areas of the planet, goddess energy was coming through and working with certain individuals. The female understood her power, her intuition, her feeling center, her connection, and her desire to create life. She also understood that she never had to conceive a child if it was not her intention to do so. In order for the patriarchal society to come full circle and prepare Earth for this shift in consciousness, female energy needed to take a back seat. So female power, energy, and understanding of sexuality were suppressed. In modern times, the past 2,000 years, it came to be upon the planet that women believed that they had no control over when they could have children, that sexuality was deemed bad and disgusting, and that sex was taught to be performed only with the rites of marriage, and so on. All of this was a marketing program. Some of the present-day marketing programs to create an even greater fear of sexuality and its expression are new diseases. AIDS, herpes, all sorts of other things. You read about these things in your newspapers and become frightened of your own expression, frightened of your own intuition, frightened of your own joy. Do you understand? Before DNA was rearranged, the way many people reached the higher realms and were able to climb the ladders of themselves and reach into off-planet frequencies was electromagnetically bonding through love. They created a rocket ship-like experience. Good name, Rusty Rocket. Good name. They created a rocket ship-like experience to propel them out into other systems of reality. This has been one of the best-kept secrets upon the planet. Many we have spoken to have absolutely profound experiences with their sexuality. We would like to point out again that we're not making distinctions or judgments about who you happen to be bonding with in a relationship, and we suggest that you give up that judgment as well. It's old programming. It does not matter whether you bond with a member of the opposite sex or the member of your own same sex. We're talking about 2 humans coming together by physically bonding, joining themselves in whatever ways are appropriate to them to join and create love, because they're sharing love. When integrity and love are missing from a joining of human bodies, that is when human beings do not think well of their experience. And I think in that fear come the disease things, because disease is just dis-ease, not being at ease. And that's about it. That would be the reason why you would get ill from anything, is not being at ease. Something really stressing you out, something not sitting right. So you should sit right. You should meditate every day. I'm giving myself the drill. On the days that stress takes over and there's too much going on and not a real moment to get away from everyone and everything, and close my eyes and go away. It's rough. For a spiritual person, I compared it to hell. Why am I here in very lacking physical reality? Going back to sexuality. When integrity and love are missing from the relationship. This can create all kinds of damaging results within the body. You are left with the frequency of orgasmic experience in sexuality so that you could remember your higher identity. When this energy or history of yourself is revealed, you discover who you are, and you will unite many bodies of your personal multidimensional identity in your physical form. To receive the full impact of the grid work of your identity, let the 12 helixes fit in your body. Allow the light-encoded filaments to rearrange themselves. This process has to do with the mental body, of course, connected to the physical body. The emotional body, which is connected to the spiritual body, is the body that everybody wants to skip. You say, I want to evolve. I want a rapid acceleration, but I do not want to go through the feeling center to do it. You're connected to your multidimensional selves through your feelings, and it is in your feelings that you primarily get stuck. Except that your stuff comes up for a reason. Many of you would like to bury your stuff and throw it out in the trash as if it were something ugly and not who you are. The stuff is the shadow portion of your identity that you don't like to deal with or accept. We understand that sometimes when something comes up, you label it and say, I hate this part of myself. I made friends with those parts this morning. I was in the gratitude journal going, all right, I'm going to love them all unconditionally. Every bit. The part that fears, the part that thinks, not pretty enough. Hello, pretty enough. Just get on with it. The shell is just a shell. Whatever. So groom it. Go fix it. Do whatever. Or love it, just in any condition. However, I like that. I wanted to just finish it and sweep it under the rug and forget it. I'm finished with this stuff. Guess what? Your stuff, your issues, are the treasures of your life. They are how you learn. You've agreed to mutate, to pull light into your body and to birth the family of light on this planet. Since light is information, you must deal with all the things you've hidden from yourself. Sexuality is the primary issue because it's the secret self, the self you hide from. Society has said to you, this is good, this is bad. You're to do this, you're not to do this. Who gave you these laws? Who gave you any of the laws to begin with? You've been stuck because you can't read the symbols of the language you're speaking to yourselves. So you dwell upon it. Many of you love your stories because they get you attention. If you don't have a story, who would you talk to? Observe your body and see what it's teaching the self. Ideally, you will heal the sore and create a place of greater comfort and joy as you learn to dwell more completely in your physical body and have new identity of your sexuality. Sexuality is the key. Night, night. Pleasant dreams. Oh, to be continued. Wow, this is a nice long one.